This is reflective teaching, and today we are going to talk about what makes a great teacher. To begin with, it is important to say that education is a fundamental part in the formation of human beings. But for this process to be carried out correctly, it is necessary to have good learning and correct teaching by teachers. A teacher is more than a person who teaches brilliant topics. He or she is also a person who tries to understand the world from the student's perspective and know what they should learn so that they can function in the environment that surrounds them, putting into practice the area in which they work. The importance of methodologies, the use of language, as well as assertive communication make a teacher not only a teacher, but a good teacher who understands how students should be taught in a correct way, and taking into account why and why they do it. Teachers are trained, but the best thing that a teacher can have is passion for their vocation, and they should transmit and teach to students so that they have motivation to learn.
The first question we made was, what makes a good teacher great? Most of them were agreed that a good teacher always becomes great when they inspire their students to learn. Also, a good teacher applies different teaching methods according to their students' needs. And finally, most of them told us that a good teacher always provides a constructive feedback and generally care about their students' success and well-being.
What do you think that makes a good teacher great?
Okay. For my experience as a student, I think that a good teacher means when the teacher is not authoritarian and when the teacher is trying to explain in a different methods. Why? Because basically all the students are different and all the methods like that every single student learn it's different. So I think that a good teacher is when he tries to use different methods to teach something.
Okay, interesting.
Okay, the second question we asked was, what was the best experience you had with a teacher? Everyone we interviewed talked about the way teachers treat their students, describing incredible personalities that marked their lives. Some of them even mentioned being helped by their teachers with personal problems.
Second question is, what was the best experience you had with a teacher?
Oh, that was with my 10th grade teacher. When I was in the school, basically she makes me feel motivated to end the school because I didn't have any motivation at all. And well, basically she made what am I at this moment. So I'm really, I'm really happy because I met her and my life changed because she was an English teacher too. So basically she was my inspiration from there to now.
The third question was, what do you think should be the teacher's role? In this question, we found out different opinions and points of view. Around 60% of people interviewed say that teacher's role should be a facilitator of learning, a mentor, a motivator, and a guide in the classroom. But the rest of the interview mentioned that teacher's role shouldn't be focused just in the classroom. Teacher must always listen to their students and works as a life guide. What do you think should be the teacher's role?
Obviously, the teacher role is the guide, yeah, because each people for living, it's important to a monitor that if, yeah, you have make this or make this is important to the learning.
The fourth question was, Which of the following options could be negative in a teacher? We gave them 3 different options. The first option was an authoritarian teacher. The second one was a teacher who used different methodologies. And the third one was a slacker teacher, or a teacher who is always slacking off. According to our results, the 40% of people interviewed thinks that a slacker teacher is the worst option, and the other 60% of students can fit in with authoritarian teachers' classes, which means finally that most of students dislike authoritarian teachers.
Which of the following could be negative in a teacher?
For me, the worst thing in a teacher is when the teacher is very traditional with their methodologies and they don't implement other methodologies, modern methodologies, or other tools with their students.
What kind of teacher would you like to be? I would like to be someone who inspires confidence in their students and someone that implements a lot of methodologies, different creative, so the students can appreciate it more than you. Wow, I agree with you. Thank you.
To conclude, a good teacher loves to teach, is passionate about their subject, having empathy for students, and adapting to diverse learning styles to motivate their students. In addition, the ability to foster an inclusive environment, encourage critical thinking, provide constructive feedback, and all contribute to a teacher being considered great. For example, the ability to listen to students, constant training, and the creativity to make classes interesting are also key qualities that distinguish a great teacher. And according to the results, a future teacher want to be a teacher who motivates their students to learn and teach, and teachers who eliminate authoritarianism and who promote new methodologies with the help of technology to eliminate the traditional school. So the main goal is to make teachers become a support for students, and that every teacher strives to be a great teacher, providing a lot of knowledge, experience, and meaningful input for all students. So let's remember that the great teacher is not the teacher who does nothing, or the teacher who doesn't assign classwork, because a great teacher is the one who supports and contributes to his students in an objective way in their professional and personal development.